G'day. We need to talk. I can already read the comments coming from this video. Racist, bigot, homophobe, Islamophobe, fascist, Nazi. Well, thanks to the left for your consistent use of all these words so wrong, they no longer have any power. As a matter of fact, they're page 1 in the fascist handbook. So we're just going to ignore those comments from now on and just move on with our lives, because we know we're not fascists or bigots or Islamophobes. Anyway, moving on. In light of the terrorist attack in Bondi a couple of days ago, this has got to be the final straw. The Australian government, led by Albanese, and the New South Wales government, led by Chris Minns, they've failed us completely. This attack happened because both federal and state government refused to crack down on all of this extremist content, starting with gas the Jews the morning or the night after the October 7th attacks in 2023. This has given the extremists the power to do what they've done today, and it finally culminated into the Bondi Terror attack a couple of days ago. Albanese held an emergency meeting with the state leaders, and he wants to confiscate all the guns from all the law-abiding citizens because a terrorist came to this country. I don't know when he came to this country, I don't care when he came to this country. A terrorist who doesn't hold our values came and attacked a group of people in our country. And the only response the government can have? Let's take the guns off the ordinary citizens. Let's disarm the citizenry. How has that worked for anybody else? Maybe. Let's look at, I don't know, let's China, Mao's China, Pol Pot's Cambodia, Nazi Germany, the USSR, and more recently the United Kingdom. How has it helped those people to be disarmed? How many millions would die here if they do disarm us? We need to look who we let into this country and who we let stay. The government is ignoring you. We voted against division and racist apartheid by saying no to the divisive voice, but they're still doing it. They call for Makarrata, which means the coming together. They don't want us to come together. They want us divided so these attacks can still happen and they can seize control. We need to be united, not divided. And we need to talk about the extremists and who is funding these protests. We need to talk about why a small, noisy group of anti-Jew protesters get away with anything, but you walk down the street with an Australian flag and the crowd is dispersed almost immediately. This isn't the Australia I grew up in. The federal government is letting in 400,000 people a year, most of which don't hold our values. All because they vote Labor for now. But who are they going to vote for when they become the majority? Do you think they're going to keep Australian law? Or do you think they're going to bring in their law? This isn't the government's first foray into totalitarianism. The government has been trying to seize control for many, many years. COVID gave them a taste. Now they're drilling into their shorts to get more. Through many years of indoctrination, the government has enlisted your children to be their brown shirts to quiet any other voice other than what they authorise. They've been scaring them for many years that the sun's going to kill them, the storms are going to kill them, the wind's going to blow them away, to keep them terrified and listen to the control. Now they're bringing in men in dresses with mental illnesses to read pornographic material to your children, XXX rated material, and you're just supposed to sit back and take it and let this government twist your children to become just like them and a complete and utter twisted mess. Don't let them have your kids. Just recently, the right has started to stand up and say no more. And we know it's working and we know it's hurting them because the assassinations have started. Attempts on Donald Trump, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, other politicians, people being attacked, and of course Bondi, that's the greatest one. Let's get the entire country afraid by killing a whole bunch of people. Then we don't need to protest in the streets. We just take control, and the government's showing that they're trying already. Climate change. Here's another great example of the politicians trying to take control. Let's raise taxes with a carbon tax. Tax our way out of the weather. Great. Let's steal our land to build wind towers and solar factories and transmission lines. They're not paying for it, they're just taking people's lands and doing what they like, letting foreign entities come on and just do what they like with their solar factories spewing stuff all over the ground, the asbestos coming from wind towers, the EMFs coming from transmission lines. They don't care about you. They just want their foreign mates, who are probably backhanding them, allegedly, don't want to get sued here. But it's not about you, it's about them. 50 years ago, Leonard Nimoy, Mr. Spock, promised us an ice age. That was in the 1970s. That never happened. Al Gore changed it to global warming in 2006 with his book. He promised there was going to be no ice on the planet by 2025. Have a look around. Have a look at how much ice there is. 50 years of broken predictions, and they're still going. Why? Not climate change, control. Keep you scared, keep you in control. Government overreach is extended into all facets of life. Do you know I can't sell a cow unless I register that cow in a quasi-government register and then give that same person who has the register my proxy vote to lobby government about what the farming industry wants. Do you know what they want? They want their industry, the quasi-register, to be in control. Not me, not you. You've got no choice about what steaks or lamb chops go into the fridge. They control the market. You wonder why your beef's so expensive. You can't even drive in your city without driving on either some government, foreign government's road, or a company that's run by some ex-politician sticking money into their pockets and probably, allegedly, into the government politicians' pockets by driving on some toll road. You think you're in control? They're just extracting more money from you, so you're poor. They want to ban gas in your house and put smart meters on your meter box. Why? Then they can turn their power off whenever you like, whenever they like. They can charge you more because you're using more power of an evening, so they're going to put the price up at the evening. It'll be on-demand pricing, just like Uber, etc. And eventually it'll get to the point where they can turn off your electricity, put you in the dark, and not let you cook any food. How long do you think before you cave and give them total control after they do that? I'm thinking probably 72 hours. Yeah, ask North Korea, Venezuela, Cuba, places like that, how that worked for them. Not very well. It's time to wake up. They want to take the bread of your labour and spread it all around to everybody. Most will go into their pockets. Some, the dregs, will be allowed to flow out to the populace, just enough to keep you fed and make you keep working for them. You will own nothing and be happy, just like the WEF elites say. So, if you've made it this far, can you please like, comment and share? We need to stand together, not apart. We need to become whole again. I hope you're with me.